Hello, mutants. I'm Utisha, the movie goddess, and you're watching Mutant TV.
What's up, MVP? Welcome back. Strebo here with you again, as always, from mutantville.com. I've just come out of a screening of the 2011 remake, or actually it's a prequel of The Thing, which is a further adaptation from the original story by John W. Campbell Jr. entitled Who Goes There? The first version of which was filmed by Howard Hawks back in the, I forget my date, maybe 59. Maybe a little bit earlier, entitled The Thing from Another World. And of course, that was followed up / remade or readapted based on the original Who Goes There story by John Carpenter for his version entitled John Carpenter's Thing from 1982. Now, I do think The Thing is an interesting story to revisit, because when Carpenter's version came out in 82, it was pretty much a critical and commercial failure. So it's strange that the studios would feel that this is something that needed to be remade, because it really was kind of bashed by everybody when Carpenter released his during the summer of E.T. And it wasn't until maybe 10 years later that people began to hail it as an undeniable classic. Now here we are in 2011. I'll give you the quickie newbie version, which is if you've never seen The Thing from Another World and you've never seen John Carpenter's The Thing, and you just want to see an alien monster on the movie, alien monster on the loose movie, then definitely go and check this one out. All you need to know about it is what you've seen in the trailers, in that some Norwegian scientists discover something in the ice. They bring it back to their base, and the next thing you know, that thing is running around committing havoc and chaos on them all. Now, that's the end of the newbie review. Go watch it. Now, let's say that you've seen the other Thing movies, including the Howard Hawks version and also John Carpenter's 1982 version. This is a very interesting entry into the series because it qualifies as an actual prequel to John Carpenter's, in that Carpenter's movie essentially picks up where this one leaves off. So it's very interesting how they kind of tie the two together. And there's also the recurring thematic subject of distrust and between all the people in the Norwegian camp. You know, that's a big thematic subject in Carpenter's movie. Stylistically, the direction pretty much follows the really smooth camera work of John Carpenter's Thing. The movie is very, very bleak, very colorless. Although it is an imitation, it is very much not a pale imitation. I would give it credit for being a colorful imitation, in that they stayed true to the spirit of Carpenter's work, but they tried to make it modern with the best in modern CGI effects mixed with practical effects, and I have to give them big kudos for that.
On video, hey.
You see what we have to deal with here to try to bring you updates. Try to bring the good word of horror to the masses. We're just surrounded by endless humanoids, but what can you do? You can't kill them. You can't set them all on fire. We just have to live with it. Good old Strebo. Well, I'll just keep trying my best to bring you the updates that you need. Now that all the inbred hillbillies from around here have moved on, perhaps I can finish this review for you. I don't think this movie gets or deserves any points for originality, because, as I said, it pretty much tries to stylistically imitate everything in Carpenter's movie, and it does so well. It does a good job at it, and I was really impressed with the movie because of that, because out of all the remakes that have come out this year, this is probably the one that I have the most. Oh my God, look at that. The direction is competent, although it basically follows the model set up by Carpenter. Very smooth camera work, though at one point they do incorporate a little bit of the modern dirty feel to it with a little bit of shaky camera work. But I guess what makes this movie stand out is really, well, cinematography is good. Again, they just kind of try to emulate, was it Dean Cundy who did Carpenter's cinematography? I might be mistaken on that, but they try to emulate the cinematography and the kind of atmospheric feel of Carpenter's version. You know, everything tonally, thematically, stylistically is all bitten off of John Carpenter's film, and some people might call it a pale imitation, but I think it is a colorful imitation. I do think I think they honored Carpenter's work, and they also made, you know, just a modern version of this thing that people could check out and enjoy. And if they're into, you know, crazy alien monsters on the loose kind of movies, then they'll dig it. So I did. I just came out, and I feel like I want to go watch Carpenter's thing now, because it's worth noting that at the end, don't leave during the credits. There's a sequence that plays during the beginning of the credits that serves as a linking piece that links this right into John Carpenter's The Thing. You also have the introduction of the Ennio Morricone score from Carpenter's Thing, and it has a linking sequence that when you watch this, you can go sit down, put in the Blu-ray of Carpenter's The Thing, and it all play together seamlessly. And for that, I must tip my hat to them. I had low expectations going in, but I felt satisfied and fulfilled all the way through. Effects-wise, I think it's kind of a seamless blend of both practical effects and the best in CGI. I was never let down by it. I was very much surprised at several sequences where the thing revealed itself, and just the blend of CGI and practical was brilliant. I thought it was great. I think that's probably as good as that kind of thing gets nowadays, and I think they did a good job honoring the memory of and paying homage to Carpenter's The Thing without repeating everything from it, but trying to put some new little twists on it here and there. So very entertaining. On the Strebo slasher stats, or in this case the Strebo monster slimer stats, we've got multiple pseudopod impalings, we've got bodies ripping apart, coming back together, tentacles everywhere, you've got feelers, little things, arms, fingers, monsters separating, coming together, attacking. We've got alien spaceships, we've got Norwegians setting things on fire, grenades exploding, everything you would want to see from a movie entitled The Thing. On the Strebo Screamometer, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 on the Strebo Screamometer. Pretty good rating. It might even go up in the future. I'd be surprised if this is a box office success, because like I said, Carpenter's was a complete failure. People hated on it. It was critically bashed, and it took 10 years before they started to hail it as a masterpiece. I don't think this is going to be hailed as a masterpiece because it's much too derivative of Carpenter's work, but they did a good job in honoring him, and they made it work. And I feel satisfied, I feel happy, and I want to go back and watch Carpenter's now, and knowing that it's a continuation right where this one leaves off. So job well done, people. This is Strebo continuing your Halloween report. We'll see you again next week on the set of Robert W. Fillion's Athena, and very, very soon we are going to be releasing to the masses on mutantville.com our exclusive interview with the man behind it all, John Carpenter himself. So keep enjoying your Halloween. More updates to come.
You're watching Mutant TV.